Ah, is this me? I can't tell.
Star Wars!
Yeah, so, if you live under a rock and you haven't been on the internet for the past couple of days, then
That's physically impossible.
Then you probably heard that the second teaser trailer, or is it the first full?
Second. Well, it's the
I think
first
it's a teaser.
full trailer.
I think
It's
it's
the
a-
second teaser
The
trailer.
second teaser trailer for Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. It's a pretty awesome fucking trailer, so.
It hit right in my childhood.
Here to talk a little bit about the trailer and talk what we want to see from the movie.
What we're
Thoughts,
hoping for.
thoughts on the trailer?
Yeah.
Really quick.
It looks impressive.
Oh,
Like visually.
Yeah.
It just looks so fucking good. Like when the first I guess shot of that Star Destroyer that was down, like that looked sick. When the motherfuckers are flying over that river looking place, that looks sick. The fighting sequences look sick. It just looks awesome. And there's this one moment where later in the trailer, what's his name? The Black Stormtrooper Finn.
I think Finn is his name.
Or whatever. That's what I've seen. Where he's just kind of like, oh. And I'm like, dude, that looks like something straight out of the original trilogy. Like it looked very authentic.
Like that's
Yeah. You see Finn
Sorry
take his
about that.
helmet off, and he just looks horrified at something. You don't know what, but he just looks absolutely just like completely fucked up in the head over something. So,
I like probably the thing that was big for me was how it's looks like it's just an update of the original trilogy, which I think is the best part. Where it's like, even though yes, it's all this new fancy technology, but I mean, the X-wings are X-wings and things like that. Everything looks like it did, just looks better. I mean, more realistic.
Some things have gotten like a cosmetic update, like the Stormtrooper armor. We're not going to talk about not Finn, the Black Stormtrooper, but the actual Black Stormtrooper, who we have no idea who the hell this guy is.
It's first we've seen him, honestly.
Yeah.
I think so.
The new Sith Lord has a pretty. His mask almost looks like if anyone's besides myself has played the Old Republic.
No.
Knights of the Old Republic.
No.
Looks kind of like Revan's mask. And if you want to look that up, go ahead. But yeah, the visual. I mean, like how I said, the visuals look. I think they're more impressive than the prequel trilogy, and that was almost entirely computer generated, which could have led to some very pretty things. But it seems like they used actual locations.
Yeah.
And I think there's a big difference. Like, look at the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies that actually used outside locations, and they just look so. I think they look prettier than actually computer-generated locations.
Oh, yeah.
They look more real,
Yeah.
The realism's just great.
Yeah, it just adds to it.
You get to see a lot more characters now. I mean, like, the big moment at the end is you finally get to see Harrison Ford as Han Solo, and you see Chewie, and, like, that's the big moment. And you get to see, Finn, whoever the chick is that they show up.
Han and Leia's daughter, we don't have a confirmed name for her yet, I don't think.
Luke Skywalker's in it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
You kind of don't see his face, you kind of see his biomechanical hand.
And we assume it's his voice.
Was that R2-D2?
Yes, that was
in
R2.
it too? That's what
As far as, I mean, even up through the entire expanded universe that I've read, R2 is still around.
Yeah, he's still a thing.
Cool.
So, again, the trailer is awesome. Definitely recommend it. You see it yourself. So
It was kind of surprising. Like, I knew Star Wars Celebration was going on, but I didn't think they were going to drop a new trailer.
I figured we'd hear something about it, but I didn't think we. Yeah, I knew we'd hear something, but I didn't know. Yeah, like you said, that there would be a trailer dropping.
I mean, there was a lot of Star Wars information that dropped during the first 2 days of Celebration with the whole Battlefront 3 leak, sort of, and then this.
So it was cool. So
yeah, it's a great trailer.
What all does everybody want to see from the movies? I guess I'll go. I think what I really want to see from this movie is, again, more of a reliance on the original trilogy than the prequel trilogy, especially because I mean, with things like, I mean, it's not connected like Battlefront, you know, it's using a lot of the old effects from the original trilogy, you know, like when things get shot, the explosions when a blaster shot hits something, the kind of actual practical effect. They're using that. And I know a lot of people, there's a big controversy over the whole expanded universe not existing thing anymore. Yeah. But I honestly, I would be more okay then, maybe if they had a couple slight homages to it, but then just don't be like, yeah, we're going to actually take things but put our own spin on it. Like, if you're going to get rid of the expanded universe, make it your own story.
So kind of like how The Dark Knight Rises kind of took elements from the Nightfall things for Batman.
But then don't, like, follow it.
But, yeah, didn't follow it completely.
Like that. Just kind of make your own story out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything he said completely. If I'm sort of okay with this not having anything to do with the expanded universe, I think it lets them really kind of sink their teeth into this and really make a good story for the movies. Again, I love the expanded universe novels. I think some of those stories in there can make really excellent films. But the amount of just sheer stuff in the expanded universe is absolutely massive. I mean, the Yuuzhan Vong War, which happens long after Return of the Jedi, took 4 years in the time of Star Wars, anyway. I mean, it happened across it was published over multiple years, you know, in books. But that was a 4-year war and trillions of people died. So, I mean, and from the trailer, it seems like it's going to be a very dark story.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping for a truly dark, just really dark story out of this. Because it seemed like they were trying to go that way with the prequels, but didn't quite get there.
The original trilogy was pretty
dark. The original trilogy was pretty dark, yes, but the prequels, they
didn't have it.
It was too whiny. It was too whiny and emo. It's not dark, but yeah.
And I'll say this first. You know, these guys know way more about Star Wars than I do. I've literally only watched the prequel and A New Hope. But I can tell you that I just want something that's memorable because it's been a long time, probably 10 years since I've watched them. I remember more about A New Hope than I do about the entire prequel
I honestly
trilogy.
do too, because I really almost didn't. I mean, I can tell you a whole bunch of stuff from the prequels.
I can tell you certain scenes, but I can't tell you why they were happening.
Yeah. Honestly, with the prequels, I really can't tell you why certain things happened at all either.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah, just
George Lucas. I feel very, kind of, I guess, up on this movie. Like, I think they're going to do it right. And I just feel that this is going to be a movie that you're going to be sitting in the theaters and just going, Jesus Christ, this is awesome, type of thing. And that's just awesome to me. And in ways, I feel they're doing, no matter what information comes out about this film, people are going to go crazy. Fucking, here's Han Solo's foot. They're going to go nuts over it. But I feel in ways they're doing the best they can to kind of control the hype of this movie because it's massive. It's through the fucking roof.
We've heard,
what I mean?
Virtually nothing about the plot, which is great.
Exactly. They should show nothing about the plot.
I hope they don't show anything about the plot. I mean, except for the little, because like I said, the Finn seems absolutely horrified.
They should just keep showing off trailers like this, where just revealing tiny things. Yeah. But I in ways, I don't want to hear jack shit about it. I just want to go in this movie blind. And all that stuff. Very soon, I have all the fucking movies. I'm going to watch them again. I'm going to start with the original trilogy, though.
Absolutely.
I want to do it the right way.
It's the only way to do it the right way. It's
the only way to do it the right way.
So I'll be all caught up. So, like, lore-wise and story-wise, I can't sit here and say, oh, I want this to happen and that to happen. I want Jar Jar Binks to come back.
Tyler might not be here for later videos.
The only thing I was going to say is that I agree that I'm trying not to hop on the hype train, just because, I mean, even though a lot of things I was like, there's no way they can fuck this up. And then last year was a great testament to things getting fucked up because of the hype train. I just think, but I do think that this isn't a movie that you take on lightly.
No.
This is probably without a doubt the most beloved film franchise
Of all time.
ever. You don't just go in and be like, yeah, let's just wing it. You sit there and you're like, boom, we got it.
Yeah.
I feel this movie's just going to fucking shatter records, man.
Absolutely.
It has
In
to.
terms
It's going
of like
to shatter
opening
box office
weekend,
records.
it's going to be absolutely massive. And I just, if they're going to do a much larger Star Wars cinematic universe, you could call it, that Disney wants to do, they have to get this one right. And I just feel that they are.
I mean, honestly, I feel like there's more excitement for this than there was for the prequel.
Yeah.
Really.
And two, like, I really don't know if I'll watch any more trailers or read any more information about this movie. Like, I haven't watched the trailer for the Avengers since that first trailer that came out because I don't want to hear anything about it. I feel, and it's that way with games and movies. They reveal way too much about the whole thing. It's like, by the time you go in, you know everything that's going to happen. By the time, like, I think the worst one, and it's not really related to this, but when Super Smash Brothers for Wii U came out, it's like you literally knew everything about that game. Nothing was a surprise.
But
You
we were
watch
all
a great
excited
game.
for it,
Yeah, watch a great game. You saw some things. You're like, yes, it's going to be fun to play. It's just like, I like that element of surprise. So
It's kind of like, again, what I was saying earlier. I saw a second trailer that they put out for the Terminator Genesis, and they spoil. It's the second time they've done this in this movie franchise, where they spoil a major plot point.
Oh, yeah.
Because with Terminator 2, they spoiled the whole thing about Arnold Schwarzenegger's character being a good guy in a trailer. And I'm like, that's like a thing. Like
That's something you keep hitting until the movie actually.
And then they spoiled this, and so now like Terminator Genesis is slightly ruined for me. I mean, I'll probably still go see it, but it's like, well, fuck. So, I hope. Honestly, I would be completely fine if they just never put out like an official trailer. They just kept on putting out teasers like this, like just here's shit, here's some shit.
I mean, I like a lot of the set pieces they showed off in the trailer, like the down Star Destroyer on whatever desert planet it is. We think it's Tatooine. I personally think it's Tatooine, but you don't know it's Tatooine or not. You don't see anything else but desert in this downed Star Destroyer. So, it could be any planet, really, in the galaxy. I do have a strong feeling it's Tatooine, though.
I mean, yeah. So, Dantooine maybe is exactly.
No, Dantooine is a more like green, lush planet.
Ah, okay.
But Tatooine itself is a very important planet in just the Star Wars universe in general, because multiple games have taken you there. Knights of the Old Republic, you go there, you actually kill a crate dragon.
No shit.
Yeah, and they are fucking huge.
So I mean, like, yeah, I can see that. I'm glad that there's a lot of unknowns that we can have this conversation, because that's what makes it fun, is when there's unknowns. So
it's gonna be cool that there's just gonna be a lot of Star Wars over the next couple of years, and as long as they do these movies right, it's gonna be awesome. Like, there's this movie this year, the next year it's gonna be its first standalone movie. Rogue One, and then 6 months after that's going to be Episode 8. It's going to be fucking rad. So
now this will be the first time you've seen Star Wars in a theater, right?
yes.
I don't know about you, right?
I saw Episode 2 in theaters. I didn't see I saw 2 and 3 in theaters, and then I saw the 3D Phantom Menace. Mostly so that I could watch Darth Maul be fucking badass and
Well, yeah.
in 3D. Because
But I mean,
that's the best part of that.
This will
movie.
be the first true Star Wars experience for both of you.
Basically, I mean, yeah.
I mean, you had Episode 2 and 3, but it's not. To me, they weren't the same as
this is
watching A New Hope.
This
and
could be a
Empire Strikes
thing
Back and Return of the Jedi
that
in a theater.
we're gonna be waiting for when tickets once they finally give. Wait, they have the release date, right? Because
I thought it was December 18th, but in the trailer it came out and said Christmas.
Yeah. So probably right around late October, tickets are gonna start to go available, and you better be on that shit.
I am using either a personal day or a floating holiday at work to go see this movie.
Yeah.
And I will probably see it 2 or 3 times.
So
if it's that good.
Yeah. So let us know how you feel about Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, everything you want to see, what you feel about the 2 small trailers they've released so far. Tell us anything about Star Wars. I think Star Wars fucking sucks. But whatever. I'm just going to talk dirt.
Any of your Star Wars questions, direct them at me or Keith. Most likely me.
Most likely.
Most likely.